Are there any questions from the members? Representative Harhart.
Thank you, Mr. Colley, for your testimony. This may not be relating totally to the Marcellus and gas pipelines, natural gas pipelines, but I'm sure you read in the paper about the accident that happened in Allentown, the explosion. Quite a few lives were taken, and quite a few people were really hurt seriously. Would this legislation be able to help as far as, I mean, they were out there to look, the gas company was out there to look at the pipelines and inspect them, but 2 weeks after, it detected nothing, and then 2 weeks after there was an explosion. Would this legislation have oversight or be able to help in that respect to keep more of a, I guess, an oversight over these pipelines so that this type of incident doesn't happen anymore?
Well,
or the best you can, anyway.
That indeed was a tragedy.
Yes.
And a similar one happened a few weeks earlier in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Both involving, by the way, cast iron pipe that we've discussed with this committee before in the context of a natural gas distribution system charge, but more about that on another occasion. The 8 existing gas safety inspectors in our existing jurisdiction applies to that situation, which was a distribution main. It was not the transmission and gathering lines that are dealt with in this legislation. I have to be careful here. I can't discuss that situation because we still have it under investigation. Mm-hmm. The commission may be required to act in some fashion as a result of it. I do know that UGI apparently was doing everything that it was supposed to have done, mm-hmm. As recently as you mentioned, very shortly before this happened. UGI is in constant contact with us about that, keeping us informed of what they know. They've had metallurgists there. I'm proud to say that Paul and his people were there within, I think, an hour of it happened, even though we were not permitted on the site for over a day because the fire marshals simply would not release the site. They were still investigating, and as you know, there was just a situation which did not allow us to get in there. But this deals with additional jurisdiction. Mm-hmm. And we do our best to make sure that that doesn't happen on the distribution side, but this adds the intrastate transmission and gathering lines side of the business. Okay. But in your opinion, though, do you think that everything and anything is being done to keep these pipelines from these type of explosions happening again, the oversight of those pipelines? Do you think that the PUC, and I know the gas company is doing everything it can, but you think that everything is being done to prevent these type of accidents? I can tell you that our 8 safety inspectors have one of the toughest jobs at the commission. They go out all hours of the night and day, all over the state, to whenever anything like that happens or even is suspected might happen. Even when we don't have jurisdiction, we go look anyway. I can tell you that because of the potential liabilities of the companies, they try to fix what they think is getting too old or corroded. They try very hard to figure out ahead of time. Mm-hmm. They don't like the liability. They don't like leaks because gas that you lose you can't charge for, and it may cause severe harm and liability to the company. So they have every incentive to prevent that kind of a tragedy from happening, and we do the best we can. So when this is all said and done, we will know much better what happened, mm-hmm. and I better stop there. Okay.
Well, I thank you. I thank you for the
I-
answer that you were able to give.